We just had a whole bunch of people call me on this net. We get the netlogger up here, but anyway.
Yeah, he checked out. I just didn't mark yet.
I didn't think to record any of it until after like 4 people called me. 1, 2, 3 people called me.
November 2, Bravo, Delta, Papa. They'll give you what you like.
So we use the netlogger, keep track of everything, and you can see where people are at, kind of tell them when your turn is, and blah blah blah. All the black ones have checked out, or gray ones, I'm sorry. Red ones are ones you've already probably worked before, I think. So I'm not sure why these ones are red, because I haven't worked them on here, on this computer. There's a different color red. Okay, it's like more of a dark. So these red ones here you've worked, and the pink line is the person working. White lines will be ones that you haven't worked. And then when you log your contacts, they'll show up down here on the bottom. It's a good way to keep track of things. Also, we used to just do a rag chew, and I'd create my own net logger, and we'd log everybody in, and it lets other people know that you're on the frequency. And so I like net logger. Once you figure it out, then you're going to run it yourself. It's kind of interesting because it can be confusing. Most of these guys I can hear, I just can't hear any of them real well. I don't usually get on 20 meters during the day.
Whiskey Bravo 4, Alpha Kilo Kilo, Whiskey Bravo 4, Alpha Kilo Kilo. If you're still on frequency, it's your turn for your call. Whiskey Bravo 4, Alpha Kilo Kilo.
But these kind of nets are a good place to get your worked all states and stuff like that. And sometimes you can work quite a bit of DX on here too. So it just depends on what you're trying to do. I prefer like evening time nets and stuff like that, but usually if I turn the amplifier on and I check into one of these nets, because I've already got a fairly good antenna, they will usually hear me and start calling me. Because most people will call the easy stations first. So basically, if you're going to work nets, you really do want an amplifier.
Alpha Bravo November, Kilo 5, Alpha Bravo November.
A lot of times, you're not going to hear both.
right, so that's the net. And let's see, we're going down to the last person on the list. November 2, Bravo, Delta, Alpha, no. It's your turn for one call, and a good call to anybody who's first in.
Just barely hear him.
95, 7,
And this is a great radio for these kind of things, because it gets rid of a lot of the noise. Normally, I don't really have the patience to sit on a net for like 40 minutes waiting for my turn. So if you get on a net and you check in early, you won't have to wait as much. But certain nets are worse than others. This one's got 78 check-ins, so if everybody spends a minute or 2 minutes on their call, it can take a really long time to get to the bottom of the list.
And with that, that's the end of the list. What we'll do now is we'll do a call for any late check-ins, anybody else who wants the last call. Late check-ins, last call, call now.
They also have the AIM window that stands for Almost Instant Messenger. Sometimes people talk in here, sometimes they just post information to relay info, but never signal reports.
Absolutely. Line 38 would like a last call. Line 38 would like a last call. This is Kilo Echo 8.
And then if you're going to check out too, you go in here and you just say, I'm checking out. That way they know they're not trying to call you when it's your turn and you're not there. So it looks like I got 2 different Oklahoma stations that called me in Colorado. Nothing special there, but the East Coast stations are always the hardest, especially like Maine and Vermont and West Virginia and Rhode Island. Those are all really hard on any band from where, if you're on the West Coast. Anyway, this thing's about pretty much wrapped up, so, but this is the omiss net, and usually I do it on 40 meters, and I haven't been on any of their nets in probably 2 years, so this isn't like a regular thing for me anymore.